Middle-earth Shadow of War, lacking soul. I'm about to break most of your hearts. I didn't like Shadow of War as much as every other reviewer, as to me this game feels like a soulless cash grab. Shadow of War is the sequel to the much better Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. You once again play as Talion, who sets out to bring balance to Middle-earth. As a less personal story compared to the first, the game struggled to keep my attention with its story or world. Basically, Shadow of War feels like more of the same with none of the heart. It's a cash grab riding off the success of the original. The world is much larger this time, but bigger isn't always better, as every area in the game feels generic and unmemorable. Back are the Assassin's Creed like sinking points that let you scout out this game's collectibles to unlock new moves in the skill tree. Skill wise, there isn't anything special. You'll easily have every skill unlocked by the time you reach the end of Act 3, which takes around 19 hours and is the base of this game's story. Skills for the most part unlock moves you had in the first game, though they have 1 in 3 modifiers this time that take away their annoyances from the first game, like allowing Celebrimbor to counter attacks while you're doing a ground finish, or add an elemental effect to a special attack like poison or fire, for example. There's also a really cool weapon and rune system here, where you can craft runes to give you boosts like XP or life drain, and each rare, epic, and legendary weapon or clothing item has a challenge attached to them that will unlock a perk, giving a little more personality to each. These items of course being picked off of orcs with the same rarity. Getting rid of the annoyances is the best Shadow of War does. You're now able to run extremely fast, taking away the annoying fleeing enemy moments, and there's a cool double jump added to the parkour, making you feel like you're a superhero running through the game, which honestly may be the reason I feel this world is so forgettable. I'm able to get around it so quickly that I never had the opportunity to notice or care about my surroundings. A new change that I'm not a fan of is the fact that special moves are now tied to a meter instead of attack chains. Of course, this meter is the only way to make this game's bosses encounters work, but I felt like I was less in control, and that building up uninterrupted attack chains was unrewarded. There's also an Elven Rage meter that lets you unleash multiple attacks while invincible, but this meter takes so ridiculously long to fill up that it might as well not even exist. I used it probably 4 times my entire time playing, because I would save it as a just-in-case thing. The Nemesis System is back once again, but this time the game from the jump is focused on domination after the first act. It's up to you to go out and capture 4 towers to get to the end of the game's story, though I found myself gaining followers naturally through story. I didn't have to do too much hunting towards the end. However, in the first few hours, this domination thing is annoying as you'll only be able to capture orcs at your same level or lower. You're able to humiliate them and lower their level, but all this does is make them run away and forces you to have to go find them again somewhere else. This to me felt like the game was just wasting the player's time. I see no harm in letting the player just take the orc at a lower level and letting them move on. With your orcs, you can command them to kill other orcs, or prove themselves and become the bodyguard of a war chief. You can assign your orc to be your bodyguard to help you in combat. You can also capture the bodyguards of war chiefs and have them betray, making their battles easier as you can take out each war chief individually to lower the level of a fortress greatly with each one. While you're doing these hunts and gathering intel for the weaknesses on your next target, you have to be wary of how you treat your followers, as they're able to betray you as well. And once you feel you're ready to take on a fortress, you assign your orcs to positions. You give them weapons and armies to increase your odds of success, and you charge in to take what's yours. And then there's the controversial chunk of the game, Act 4. Act 4 is essentially the post-game act, where you now have to defend every tower you worked so hard to obtain to get the game's true ending. High-leveled orcs are coming to take the fort back, and you have to stop them with your army. You have the choice of sending your orcs to kill other orcs to level them up, try to defend with what you have at the risk of losing everything, or buy loot boxes in hopes of you getting some powerful orcs. Loot boxes aren't that big of an issue here. If you hold all your cash until this point in the game, you'll be fine, as the orcs you get from these boxes can't be higher level than you. You can buy with silver and gold currency, silver being earned in abundance in game, and gold being purchasable and awarded with daily online challenges. The review has a bit of a negative tone, but Shadow of War is a really good game. It's more of the really great Shadow of Mordor with deeper systems and less annoyances, but to me it also has less heart and soul. This is an enjoyable experience, but a very forgettable one. I give Middle-earth Shadow of War a 7.5 out of 10. If you play Middle-earth Shadow of War, tell me what you thought about it down in the comment section below. If you haven't played it, tell me if you plan on picking it up. Thumbs up. If you like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And thanks for watching.
You are brave. For a man. But it is not your sword that will save him. How much are you willing to sacrifice? To suffer. To suffer.
I have given up everything.
Not everything. Not yet.
You want the ring?
You would give me the ring?
If you like this video, please consider supporting me on Patreon so that I can continue to bring you reviews for all the newest games at patreon.com/superkengaming. You'll get access to early audio and video versions of reviews, exclusive Let's Play videos, and you'll even get to choose the game I play next. Thanks for watching, and of course, stay beautiful.